The Tulare County Fairgrounds is a Japanese-American internment memorial site under California law, but there is nothing honoring this history there. With hundreds of thousands of people that visit the grounds each year, most of them are oblivious to the important history that occurred there.
Collectively, as a class, we decided that this history was too important to forget. We decided that the Tulare Fairgrounds should have a memorial. Early in the school year, we invited the Fairgrounds CEO, Dina Rizzardo, to come to our class and discuss how to get this memorial made. She encouraged us to make a presentation to the Fair Board.
On April 26, Dina Rizzardo put our presentation on the meeting agenda as an action item. We presented a very similar presentation as the one we did here today to the Fair Board. After our presentation, the Fair Board unanimously approved the memorial and the location.
This is the memorial concept our class put together. This is still a first draft, but at the center is a bronze statue and surrounding elements to honor Japanese culture.
Earlier today, we asked our panel to meet us at the fairgrounds, and we asked for their feedback about our concept. And we're so pleased with the feedback that we received, and we can't wait to see this memorial be edited and continue to change with your feedback so that it better reflects your experience through this hard time. We want to thank you once again for coming here today. It means so much to us.
Before I hand the microphone to Ms. Sabala to conclude with remarks, I do again want to. All my class could not be here. It's very tough for with summer vacation, but this is a class picture of this year's class who worked on this project. They're the ones who developed and designed the T-shirts that you see them wearing, as well as a couple of us here in the building, including our principal, Mr. Carrasco, there in the back. He's also wearing the shirts to support us. Thank you, Mr. Carrasco. And the next picture is the class from 2016. This is the one that Dustin Santos, who I introduced earlier, his class was in. This is the class that first introduced the idea of having a monument constructed at the fairgrounds. A couple of other thank yous before I conclude in introductions. Unfortunately, Mr. Sam Peña could not be here this evening, but we have commissioned Mr. Sam Peña, who is a nationally renowned artist, especially working with bronze work and bronze statues. I know many in this room may be familiar with his work. Although he's retired and is very selective on what he chooses to work on, after meeting with him and understanding that this was a student-led project, he did not, without hesitation, he said, this is important, this has to be done. So he will be doing whatever bronze work that is going to be decided on for the monument. And he sends his apologies for not being able to be here tonight. Another thank you is a former student of mine from many years ago, Cristobal Rodarte, is here along with Eliana. They've been you see a film crew and a microphone lady there in the back. They have generously agreed to donate their work and time to develop a documentary about the student project, this work, and the monument, about our guest presenters, no matter how long it takes. And it could take a few years, but he's determined to put a documentary together. So I'd like to thank Cristobal and Eliana here for their donation and contributions. And finally, I'd like to thank the United Way of Tulare County for sponsoring this event. This took a lot of time and some resources to put into, so we want to thank the United Way for being a generous sponsor. And to close off the evening, I think with this last slide, one more. If you are interested in following the work of these students and the progress that we make closer to the monument, please follow us on social media. We're both on Instagram and Facebook at Cultural History Project. We would love for you to follow us. And without further ado, to conclude with some remarks is Ms. Sabala.
elected. I'd like to thank everyone again for coming out today. Due to the high demand that was received online for supporting this incredible cause, Mr. Mendoza reached out to the Tulare Historical Museum to carry their Tulare Assembly Center t-shirts, which again he said we're all wearing today. These shirts were thoughtfully designed by his cultural history class and feature an aerial view of the camp, a colorful cherry blossom, and the words "Never Forget" in Japanese. The back of the shirt lists all of the war relocation camp locations, and the left sleeve displays the 442nd Regiment logo. We will actually be presenting all of our speakers here today with a t-shirt, and they will be available for sale in our gift shop if anyone is interested. And I also invite you all to explore our entire museum. We're opening it up for everyone, so please feel free. We have some refreshments left back there, and thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.